Okay, another quick morning update. It is freezing out here. Well, it's not technically freezing, but it's really cold. I've got a long sleeve shirt on and kind of wish I had worn long pants, but it will warm up. It's not going to be nearly as hot though today as it's been for all the days past. So this will be a really good walking day, I think. I believe my total distance for the day will be about 31 kilometers. So still a long day, but less than yesterday. And as per usual, not many services on the stage. I think I gotta walk about 16 kilometers until the first bar or town with any services. So once again, it's gonna be a long walk, but I really like it in the morning to just kind of move along, really kind of watch as all the little places wake up. So, okay, it's cold, my hand's cold. I'll be back later. It's gonna be really hard to see, but looks like there's a group of deer back in the trees there. Today's stage has been passing through a bunch of really little villages, which is pretty. And it kind of breaks up like the long path with nothing. 270 kilometers of Santiago, getting closer. All right, I am almost in Asturianos, which is a little over 16 kilometers into the day stage, and I really need caffeine. So last night at the little grocery store, I bought like a cold iced coffee. And I figured, that'd be convenient and we'll have to make instant coffee in the morning. And it was good, but it didn't have much caffeine. I can even tell as I'm speaking, I'm like speaking more slowly. I've been in a little bit of a fog this whole morning. After the first couple kilometers, I was like, all I want is coffee. So I seem to remember this from several years back, getting one of those cold coffees and having the same kind of experience. So this needs to be the last time I learn this lesson. Those coffees are fine, like later in the morning after I've had my caffeine, but that will not do for my morning caffeine. So there should be a bar, as ever. If this bar is closed in this village or town, I'm going to be so disappointed, but I think it's going to be open, so let's go. Unbelievable, doesn't look open. So frustrating. All right, there is another village in 3.5 kilometers, so we're gonna walk there. And look, I do have that emergency like chocolate with caffeine in my pack, and I thought about stopping and digging it out, and this would be the time for it. But I think when I get to this point, I just want to walk, especially knowing that there's another village in like 3.5 kilometers. And I know that's not nothing, but I just want to get there. And I don't feel like stopping and taking off my pack, and where I'm keeping extra food, it's like so far down. I have to like take everything out of my pack to get it. And it just felt like too much effort. So, not in a great mood this morning, but that's okay. There are some days that are like this. I think I'm going to feel a lot better once I have some coffee. And there's no guarantee that the places will be open in this next place, in this next town. But once again, I'm going to believe that they will be. And it is amazing how much better I feel with coffee. So that little town back there came through. Town, village, hamlet, I don't know what to call it. It was, there wasn't much there, but there were two bars kind of right across the street from each other. and it was a slightly busier road. So I felt like there's a lot happening. I think it was like the seafood truck day because so many people were like pulling up and parking and buying stuff and going into the bar. And there was music blasting from the truck. It was like the same three Spanish songs over and over, which is really funny. And I have one of them in my head now. So I got a cafe con leche and a chorizo empanada. So I feel so much better. And I only have like 11 kilometers to go for the day. So 2/3 of the day is already done. And yeah, I think that's all for the update. I am now hoping I can enjoy this last piece of the walk. So as ever, such an important lesson. When I have the means to make coffee. Because yeah, it just makes the walking not so enjoyable when I haven't had enough caffeine. And there's a stretch of Roman road. It's going through this forested area. That it's as if I turned the corner and now the mountains are ahead. So I think in the next few days I'm going to be headed out there. It's going to be quite a different landscape than I've been used to, and there are going to be some pretty difficult stages with a bit of climbing. There's been a bit of road walking heading into Puebla de Sanabria, about 1 kilometer away. But you just got to be careful on these roads. This is going to be a pretty touristy town. So a lot of people coming and going. But I didn't get a video of the view of this town from back when I was walking up on the hill. But oh, it looks really beautiful. So I think it's going to be a nice place to stay. The albergue should be just up here on the left. It is a private one. I think it'll be 12 euros. It is the only option in town. And I hope it's not too hard to get into. I hope there's someone there. But it feels good to arrive. It's a little strange. The door was open, but there is no one in here. So I did see there was another bunk room and someone had put their stuff down. So it's possible another pilgrim arrived, but I will have to try to call the number to let someone know I'm here. Look at this great area to go swimming. It's actually not that hot today, but if it were, this would be perfect. High tower of the castle, and looking down, I think that yellow building is the back of the albergue. And it's hard to see in the video, but I think